welcome to Delve into the Void. Video games, pop culture, all the hot topics that we know you're interested in. This week, what we're looking at is the best, not the best and the greatest, if I'm correct, type of video game of all time, arguably, but just barely, fighting games. We got some fighting games. We had some new ones announced. Actually, our last episode, we had an opportunity to talk about one of the ones that you seem to think is all cheesy.
Super Smash Brothers series, the new game coming out. We have Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U and 3DS. That's what we got a chance to talk about last time.
And allegedly, this is something that's all hot and crazy with the kids nowadays. I don't know anything about it. What makes this trailer so interesting?
So they just released a new trailer actually today, and the new trailer focused on actually announcing new characters. It came with a cool CGI scene that was just amazing. Luciana, hopefully I'm saying the name right, from Fire Emblem, Robin from Fire Emblem is going to be in Super Smash Brothers, and Captain Falcon has been re-announced as well, along with Chrome as an assist, looks to be an assist trophy because he didn't get announced as a character. Now, this is really big because of the fact that Fire Emblem is one of the huge games for the 3DS, and by them announcing not one but two more characters on top of the fact that Marth and Ike is already in the game, makes 4 playable characters for the Super Smash Brothers series as far as Fire Emblem is concerned. But the uniqueness is that it continues on just like the Wii Fit Fighter, where you could pick male and female. Robin can also be male and female Robin, including different voices.
And it's weird. As you were saying all that, the only thing I could think of was, man, I want to play Street Fighter. I think that just sounds horrible. The fan base is so rabid, but the Street Fighters, the Tekkens, I think that's the only really fighting games there are. And Mortal Kombat from back in the day, those are the only ones that are important to me. And, I just can't, I want to get excited. I'm trying. I can't get excited.
There's quite a few different fighting games. We have lots of different ones. Street Fighter, actually Ultra Street Fighter 4 is now still in the scene pretty much.
Now you brought 3 in this week. What were the 3 you brought in?
I brought today Ultra Street Fighter 4, the new one that just came out, and Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So 2 crossover games and 1 just hardcore one.
And if I remember correctly, we also brought in some, what are we going to call them? I guess we could call them people warming up our controllers more than anything else, because by the end of the show, there's no way we're going to be able to just sit here the whole time. We're going to have to go over there and put a thumping on them. I mean, that's a necessity.
Yeah.
Let's start out with the new Street Fighter.
Okay.
Alpha?
Actually, this is Ultra.
Excuse me.
Street Fighter 4.
Because Street Fighter is the one franchise that forgot how to actually count. They have never, they're afraid of how many fingers they have or something. I'm not really sure. So this is number what? This is number 4?
4 in the main entry, but I mean the Ultra version. Actually, Ultra version is very unique because it lets you select the edition that you want. So it's all the Street Fighter 4 is all put together on one disc.
So it's the Street Fighters for the OCD guy that has to have them all in his hand right now. Great.
All at one time.
Wow. What makes this one special?
Well, there's actually quite a few things that make this one special. For one, they pretty much brung all the characters, not all, but the characters that was unique to Street Fighter Cross Tekken and the stages from Street Fighter Cross Tekken over to the Street Fighter 4 scene. So there's actually 4 characters from Street Fighter Cross Tekken plus 1 extra, which is DiCaprio, which is a new character, and 6 new stages, which is a huge plus. Plus there's all new rebalancing that's been done, so all the characters now feel more fresh, clean, brand new. There's new YouTube uploading, so now you can actually record your videos, upload them straight to YouTube. There's so much revisions online, and you could, like I said, you could. The biggest one is that you could select your edition now. So let's say, for instance, you thought that Ryu probably had a better uppercut in Super Street Fighter 4. Then you could select that edition, while your opponent, on the other hand, probably selects Ken from Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, probably because of the fact that his Shuriken or something is more powerful, whatever his case may be. So you can actually have, for those who are really in depth in the game, this is way more competitive. Another great feature that they add is the fact that now you can select not one or two of your ultra combos, but you can select them both at the same time. They get a little decrease in power, but now that gives you the option. For example, Ryu, on the other hand, Ryu has his more super Hadouken, or he could use that really powerful uppercut. I can't really think of the names right now because it's so complicated. But
English is about that long on a piece of paper.
Yeah. Wow, writing them out, trying to spell them.
So, actually, there was some tournament, there's always some weird tournament. What was the tournament this week that I missed?
The biggest fighting tournament of the year, every year, the greatest Evo tournament.
Didn't hear of it.
EVO.
Didn't go through it. I'm assuming they have an invitation that I just didn't get, but I'll be there next year, I'm sure.
Probably gotta check your mail next time.
Yeah, a lot of fan mail.
Probably. Well, fine. Okay. Well, the thing is that Evo has thousands of people signing up for fighting games from Ultra Street Fighter 4 was the biggest one, had almost 2,000 people signing up. Next, actually I have it right here, the statistics. First of all was Ultra Street Fighter 4 with about 2,000 so people up. Then we actually had Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, the game I brought, is second. Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube was actually third in the most people signing up.
And that might have something to do not with the quality of the game, but the fact that we've got a new one coming and people are all excited about it.
Also because Mewtwo's in there.
No, I don't like that game.
Yeah, but don't worry, your game's in there too. As it go down, next is Blaze Blue, had about 500 people sign up. Killer Instinct was next. King of Fighters, Injustice, Gods Among Us. And last but not least, Tekken Tag Tournament was also there with about 257 people signing up.
That knew their fighting games. So 257 people actually are true, like, aficionados. I'm a longtime Tekken player, maybe, of course, allegedly.
Well, you gotta look at it. Each fighting game pretty much represent different fighting styles. To me, Tekken is that 3D, you're switching back and forth type of fighter game where you're pulling off more, I would say, intriguing combos. You have your buttons actually represent your left hand, your right hand, your left foot, your right foot. Street Fighter, on the other hand, is more like light, medium, heavy punches and kicks.
A 2D fighter. As we've got these guys are playing right now, and it's a beautiful 2D fighter. It's quick, it's fast. Just by look, you can tell the skill that it takes to button mash the mess out of people.
Button matches never win. Well, they do win, but
yeah, and I hate when I lose to a button mash because you're like, wow, I should feel bad about myself right now, and then I go cry usually because that's kind of what I do. It's kind of my trademark. I don't know if you've seen that or not.
Cry baby.
But the 2D fighters, where in Tekken you do have that 3D space. The thing I've always liked about the Street Fighters is the fact that there was, even if you didn't have all the combos down, there were still ways that you could counter fighter, where you could, there's that technical ability in there. Whereas games like Killer Instinct, where it's just the combo heaven. How many buttons do you push, and too much memorization for old people.
Yeah, that can get some really intense combos. I mean, that's what it's really known and famous for. Combo breaker.
How did that do on Xbox One? I know, not that I got an Xbox One, but I hear that they did release that on. I hate you some days. What did you feel about it? How did Killer Instinct go for you?
It's pretty interesting. I mean, it came out with only, I think, 6 characters. So a game to come out with 6 characters, that each character had to be, I think it was 6. Yeah, because they added 2 more. So each character had to be really balanced, really replayable. But they did add more, and they just announced season 2 game is coming out, so they're gonna add even more characters. So hopefully it builds up. Because to me, what makes a fighting game more replayable, yes, the balance, the replayability is also there, but the amount of characters, alternate costumes, things like that. I mean, that's probably why Ultra Street Fighter 4 has a whopping 44 characters in it now. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 6 added on 12 new characters since the original Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Well, now let's take a look at that one. So now we're playing, this is Marvel, which one is this?
Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
There we go. So what's the story on this one? You know what, this one actually moved right over the top of me. I didn't even try this one back in the day, at least.
This right here, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 practically in its day revolutionized, that's a strong word, but it pretty much did the fighting genre because it added so much, 3-on-3 battles, a huge roster and more. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 pretty much tried to live up to that. It added 12 new characters from the last Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And what makes this game so unique is that unlike the last game, this one right here is a crossover game. So you have Capcom versus Marvel, just like how it in the title.
Nice. So you've got your regular Street Fighters. I'll be able to find Sagat in there somewhere.
Some who?
Me and Sagat, Ken, Ryu, one of those kids. None of those guys.
I think Ryu, Chun-Li, Viper is pretty much representing the Street Fighters. I think maybe Akuma's in. Yep, Akuma's in here. That's pretty much it. You gotta remember, it's Capcom versus Marvel. So you got more than just Street Fighter. You have, from Capcom's standpoint of view, you have Amiri Matu, you have Beautiful Joe, you have Phoenix Wright, and so many more. Basically,
the lawyer?
Yeah, the lawyer. I know, he makes this, he was, wow, I can't believe they put him in here, but he yells objection, so.
That's an important part.
You want to punch me? Objection, But yeah, but what makes this franchise different, like I said, every game in a fighting genre plays differently, is that where Street Fighter 4, the series, you're using more ground-based, you're on the ground, you're fighting each other. This game, on the other hand, is more wild, action-packed. You have big, huge hit markers, you're jumping up in the sky, you're flying around. It's 3 versus 3 battles. You could bring all 3 characters in at one time and use their ultra combos. You can bring one in to assist you. It's not 1 versus 1, it's 3 versus 3. So
this move that we're watching right now is an example of, that looks like it hurt.
Yeah. I could see that. We got Marvel versus Capcom. Some people like playing only Capcom characters. Some people like only playing Marvel characters. It depends. You have multiple gorges. You see how there's level 1 through 5, like right there. You used a multi-person attack. But what makes this game also so unique is that you have more than 1 level supers. So you have up to 5 gorges. You can go ahead, save it, or as soon as you get a gorge, you can go ahead and splurge it. Many people, so many different ways to play this game. And another thing that makes this more unique is that now they have this X factor where you can push, I think it's all the face buttons at the same time, and you would turn red, and now you have a stat boost. And every character stat boost is different. So, and depending on your situation as well, if you're the last character, it lasts longer. If you just use it right off the bat, less effects. Which also brings in a whole new strategy, because for me, what I did, I would go ahead and probably choose my characters and kind of, I guess, cheat a little bit and put Phoenix at the end. what I would do is that Phoenix is special. She's so weak. I mean, you hit her 4 times or so and she's dead. But her offset is that her offensive power is practically through the roof. And if you go ahead and let her die while having full gorge, she would go into Phoenix mode, which is just her power just go through the roof again. And if you save that X Factor and have her as the last character, go into Phoenix mode, use the X Factor, you have about, I don't know how long it'll last, I would say about 30 seconds of pure, undeniable pain. And the other person, oh, they're sweating bullets. Because now they just see balls of fire coming at them. Then she have a move that also heals her as well because this mode takes away her health. But if you know her special that heals her, you got yourself a really, really threatening combo.
Right on. Wow. And this one's played competitively as well?
Yes, this is actually number 2 on the competitive scene. Ultra Street Fighter 4 is number 1 with about 2,000 people signing up. This one right here is right behind it. This is high on the competitive scene. Ultimate rebalanced a lot of the characters, added 12 new characters. Rocket Raccoon, as many of you know, Guardians of the Galaxy is coming to theaters soon. Well, one of the characters in Guardians of the Galaxy is Rocket Raccoon. Rocket Raccoon is actually in his game.
Wow.
So you get a little sneak of his play style. He likes to bring the big guns to the battle, so to speak.
What's the competitive scene like here in Battle Creek? We obviously have a great video game scene where we can, on a Monday or a Sunday or whatever day we please, we can always fill a studio with a couple people. Are there a good number of good competitors here in Battle Creek, or are we kind of weak on that?
I think there is a number of good competitors here in Battle Creek. We just haven't been able to really get together. You know, I've actually faced a few people. I know this one guy named Mark in Super Smash Brothers. He is just, I mean, I'm good, but he basically make me feel like you.
Wow.
He just destroys me. I know it's bad, but but yeah, we do have a couple of good competitors in each game. We just, I think we need to start getting together and start getting some tournaments going on.
So what's the breakdown? Why is it the fact that we don't need to come together in space anymore because we have the Xbox Live, we've got the PlayStation Network, where I can stay at my own couch and don't have to deal with you coming over my house eating all my snacks. I can just stay at my house and do my thing at my house, and you can stay at your house and do whatever you do, which I'm assuming is be nerdy or a brony or whatever that is.
Well, you know, there is a difference between playing online and playing NC. Because when you're online, yeah, you go ahead, not leave the house and everything, but when you're next to the person you're fighting against, you can actually, it's more, I guess you could say psychological. Because, you know, you get in their head, you can mess with them a little bit, you're making fun jokes and everything. Earlier, the Delve players over there was yelling, rotate, rotate, because of the fact that Ultra Street Fighter 4, most of the combos are done by rotating the stick. So, I mean,
which they could not figure out for whatever reason, which was kind of comical, I must say.
It was really funny.
That was, I believe there was almost a fist fight, not between them, but between all the people yelling rotate and them, we don't know what you mean. That was awesome. Oh,
yeah. So, like I said, when you get together and being physically there, it's a total difference. Evo could have went ahead and got 2,000 people and put them in a lobby online. I mean, they could have done that. But to get them all there, filling the convention, the center, just maxing it out, seeing all the people yelling and screaming, the fans cheering, it's just a total different experience when you're together rather than online. But online is good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love it.
I can remember way back in the day when I was young. Back then, we used to do, games here and there. We used to do I put on a Tekken tournament. And, it was time for me to show people what I was all about. So I had to go ahead and bring out the Tekken. Like, now, let's take a look at, this is Tekken, Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Which is like the love child in my mind. I just want you to know that.
Two of the best coming together.
No, one of the best and then Street Fighter. So let's take a look at that one. So let's bring that one up on the screen. this game truly is a love child for me. Growing up, I was in Korea when I first really got, like, Street Fighter saved me in Korea. Couldn't speak the language. The only way that I could communicate with when I first got there was on the game. I made more friends on Street Fighter than I did anywhere else because that was something that brought us all together. It crossed the language boundaries. Everyone knew Hadouken. Flash forward, going through college, Tekken was right there. I worked at a video game store playing Tekken, and when people would come in, they were like, "Oh, what's this dude wearing pajama pants?" But he was playing Tekken, and they'd pick up the controller. I'd make friends with them, and man, I can make sales like you would not believe because it gave us common ground. So them putting these two things together, it was like, I think it was a gift straight to me. I think it was for me.
It was beautiful. I mean, we got two of the best game companies right here.
But I think the thing that needs to be reminded though is that when we start talking about games, they are community events. They're things that make you want to come together. And even when you're losing and you're having that I'm down 50 in a row, there's that moment where you're like, you know what, I lost today, but I'm gonna get you tomorrow. I'm gonna be back. There's that excitement, and that we lose that when we're on Xbox Live. It's so much more powerful when you have that. I mean, do you know what I'm talking about? I mean, were you ever one of those kids that was just sitting there like, oh, if I had one more quarter?
Talking about the arcades. Oh man, I mean, I know that there was arcade right around where my mom's business was at. All I would do is go out the door, make a right, and I was right there at the laundromat. They had their Street Fighter, then they had Marvel versus Capcom. Oh man, them were good days.
And that just ages me because I was in Korea when you're talking about these things, and it means I'm very old, and I hate you even more now. Moving on to what's going on the screen. So we've got let's see. Oh,
The
little
Tekken
Steve
characters going at it.
action.
Yep. See, then I can't remember his name right now.
Laura
Yeah.
and Steve Fox.
This looks like it looked like literally we have a pure Tekken game going on right now because we have my girl Chelsea right there. She's my go-to Tekken girl. But like I said, this game
Cheese
right
factor,
here.
nice. Love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Because Eddie wasn't enough cheese. You had to go with someone that could be even more so.
Yeah. Well, again, you're looking at two franchises go together. They really did a good job of making Tekken fit within the Street Fighter realm. You don't have that 3D movable, dodging attacks, but they still fit in and play just like themselves.
And they did sneak a couple in here and there because King has a little bit, he has an offset, if I remember right, where he does come up off the line just a little bit, not a lot, but just enough.
Yeah.
And so and of course they did have to add in, what is it with Pac-Man? Really?
It's Namco.
Why the Pac-Man? Why? I was very comfortable in.
I think they went for pure nostalgia feeling because you have two of these. When you think of Street Fighter, when you think of Tekken, you're thinking back to the good old days, back in like Tekken Tag Tournament, Street Fighter 2 Turbo. So if you're thinking back there, then you're also thinking back, oh, when I went to the arcade, I don't know how many quarters I lost to Pac-Man.
All right, Miss Pac-Man especially.
Miss Pac-Man.
Miss Pac-Man was ridiculous. And if only there was a show that like actually brought up all those old school games, that'd be pretty cool. And I look at when we went from Street Fighter to Mortal Kombat, moved from Mortal Kombat again. Those were those games where it was that visceral experience sitting next to someone who was talking junk, and you were talking junk until the point where you went, you know what, and you put the controller down, and then you start to slap them about the head and shoulders until they stop it. And that's a great feeling.
The fighting came off screen.
Oh.
Well, I mean, like you said, when you're sitting next to somebody, it's just different. You have that, psychological there. He was trying to get in their head. You can try and mess with them a little bit. You're laughing, having fun. When I play online, you're there, you're having fun, but it's nothing like it's having the person next to you.
Developing that community and bringing people together in a space where we can have some of the most violent confrontations ever, and then afterwards go to Denny's and I don't know what that was. I don't know what that move was, but it just seemed a little odd to me.
Well, it's Blanca. You can't really complain about Blanca's weirdness.
He was one of my first characters I used, and I wanted to name my dog after him, but I got vetoed on that. I seem to get vetoed on a lot of things. But you know what? If it were me, what I would say at this point is they have. I can't take it anymore, man. I cannot take it anymore. I have got to lay the smack it down on somebody. It's time, man. I can't.
You ready to hit over there?
Oh,
Get those sticks going.
can we
Button smash.
do this?
I think we can.
All right. So I feel bad beating up on the little tykes. So in this one, I feel like I really should go ahead and put the smack on somebody that deserves it.
Well, you know, if you want me to beat you that bad, just let me know, and I'll
Man,
go over there and show some Hadoukens at you.
Do we drug test before people come onto this show? That is amazing that you actually, you truly believe you have a chance. Oh my God, that's awesome. I feel bad for you. I do. I feel bad.
You know how I am in Smash Brothers? Remember how it made you feel?
About talking about a game that you could play versus getting ready to actually go over there and put the controller in your hand. All right. Something seems weird with my controller, but all right, we ready for this? My controller feels light. It just feels light. I'm just saying, we got this all day long.
Okay. Oh, you gonna pick Ken too, huh?
Oh, look at that.
Double Kens?
Yeah.
Gonna do double
Yeah,
Kens?
it smells like cheap in here. Something smells cheap. I don't know what it is.
I gotta represent Capcom. I
Smell
gotta
like
represent
Brute
Street
Cologne.
Fighter. See.
That's all right. No.
Want to do the dinosaur level?
Oh, we can do whatever. No, we need to.
No, you didn't do response.
Just a random thing. Why are you trying to cheat already, man? See, this is why people don't get together anymore, because it ended in gunshots. Wow. I'm just saying.
That escalated quickly. CS card, we're gonna make another one.
Yep, that's what I hear.
Did you do a Ken and Ryu thing?
Yes.
You're a sick person and should automatically lose.
Sick man, and he's illuminating too.
Yep. So he's shiny. Congratulations.
It's hacks.
Turned into a
It's hacks
Pokemon
already.
card
Wow.
in my video.
Rotate. Rotate.
Oh, come on, Sean, get him. Don't lay down.
You're not rotating.
Wrong button.
Burn!
Do the next square. You're not rotating.
Remember to block, I think it's back on your controller.
You don't got range.
So, who's the guy?
Sheen. Oh, you better be glad you blocked that.
And then, did you punch his actual?
Yeah, totally.
Was that possible?
He got it, man. Sean got it. Come on, take him out.
He's rotating. It's like
Rotate, yes.
rotate harder.
Take him out.
Gotta rotate. Rotate.
Take out the shiny.
Oh,
Oh,
That uppercut!
Gotta rotate.
that's all
I
right.
don't even think rotating would have helped him.
All right, you won that one. My controller, I was pushing the button and it wasn't working. You saw me pushing the button.
Excuses.
This game don't work right. Your game broke, man.
response
Your
is
game
skill.
broke, man.
The response
Your game
is
is
skill.
broke. Look, change the game. Put in a game that actually works. So this one don't work. This one don't work right.
Okay.
I'm just saying your game don't work right. You saw me pushing the button. I was pushing the button.
It responds to skill though, not button smash.
Did you see which button I pushed?
The weak one.
Man, why my controller feel right? This just why like. All right, you know what? There ain't no big deal. I'm just saying, but I'm gonna be able to deal with
it
you on
responds
this.
to skill. Responds to skill.
Game sees game, and somebody can't see you anymore.
So here's the thing. As you know, we switch games. We have a huge roster again to play with. Who are you gonna be? Deadpool.
Like it's
How about this? Is where you just laid the whoop down so bad on you. I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh
and
my
select him
goodness! It
again.
wasn't like you. Look, you had a.
Yes.
Rotate.
You didn't rotate.
I'm about to rotate. I'm telling you. I'm about to rotate. You better not be there when I come back around.
I'll get the dog on you. We're gonna have the wolf.
Oh, come on. Somebody's got to go home. Rocket Raccoon.
Pick your characters. I got a deadly combination. We have balance, speed, and then, well, everything. A spam. Yes, spam. I'm gonna spam you. So.
You need to go forward. Go forward. Door is not amazing.
I'm gonna go ahead and go on some. I'm gonna do some.
Thor got better, and this is ultimate. Thor did get better.
It is usable.
Yeah, he's right there.
Oh.
Don't ever select him though.
Nice. Yeah, let me go ahead.
So many decisions, so many choices.
I know.
The decision making.
I'm not ready for this. All right. That's fine.
Okay,
That's
come on,
fine.
go down to damage lowest. Okay, I can sage. See, I want to enjoy beating you. I don't want to over too soon.
You want to savor it?
Yes, savor.
That's all right. That's all
Savor
right.
the victory.
That's all right.
Build up more special.
That was odd. All right, here we go.
So Street Fighter versus Street Fighter at the beginning, huh?
Alright, come on, there you go. Yeah.
Okay, so the buttons do work.
Why are you still
Touch
dying?
him.
Quit dying.
You want to stay over there?
Connect to his face.
You want to stay over there?
She's so peak.
Don't let it be a perfect.
Who's Chun-Li?
It's not perfect. Yeah.
Ooh.
Press the X button. There you go, yes. There you go.
Press those buttons that attack.
Switch out, switch out.
How do you switch out?
Hold the R.
Rotate.
The buttons. Hold the buttons.
If you tap all the buttons, you get your boost. Top one, you get a boost.
Oh. You like that combo? Get out of here.
Run.
Here's that speed. Top.
You would have lived if you picked Deadpool.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not the search. Oh,
What the heck?
Oh.
yes.
Oh, how could you do that?
He is a Jedi Knight. He's getting eviscerated.
Let's have an animal fight.
You have a movie coming out. Represent
Come
yourself.
on, yes.
What can you?
Wait.
Ready?
Oh. Oh, that sounds like John.
No, Amaterasu is just.
Actually, I think that's me. Yeah, my bad. It's not bad. It's bad.
Oh, you just gonna go ahead. Right when I get it full, all of a sudden now you go. Oh, my controller. Now your controller don't work right. Really? You really? You know I'm be all out of flow now. My moves ain't working right. Man, this is some junk.
So what's the dog?
From Okami, the game.
L2, Sean. L2.
Yes, but what's the dog's?
She's a
An elder
she's
god
a
or something.
yeah she's God. From Okami, the game for PlayStation 2.
Is there a
Wii
block
U.
on this game?
Yeah, hold back. You're not doing it.
You know, it's the thing that you're not.
Yeah.
Alright,
I think that-
all top button, John.
All buttons.
All buttons.
Spam. Spam.
You can't handle the speed. Look at this. I'm all over
You
you.
hit those buttons. There you go. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
There it is.
And there it goes. Nice little flash.
You're so close.
Come
At
on.
least killing someone.
And just not. Yes, that.
Guess who's here?
Hit him with the lasers.
Guess who's about to do something?
So bad. And
Oh, Shinlo, no!
Shit! Yes!
That's a good one.
and he missed.
Oh, he blocked it!
Oh, not so much.
Wow.
Maybe it's a controller.
That's what I'm saying. He paused right in the middle. The controller don't work right.
Yeah.
Really? You know what? Let's put some money on this. Because, I mean, not that I'm I understand that we're using your jankety controllers. However, I mean, let's make it a little more interesting. How about if I win, you give me a back rub? I mean, that's all we have to worry
You
about
want to
because.
continue this game, or do you?
No,
want to
no,
stay
no.
Ultra?
This one don't work right. I don't even know this game, man. This doesn't even
So we're
count.
going to Ultra now. The more
We can't do
highly
that.
skilled
We can't do
competitive.
that. We can't do that.
Yeah, we're going.
I got 20 bucks.
We're going Ultra.
I'm just saying we can't do
Ready for
that.
Ultra?
We can't do that because it'd be uncomfortable. I would feel bad putting your game in, using your broke down controllers, and getting a back rub from you because you can't.
Just so
Can
you
make sure you
know,
hit the shoulders too.
the
'cause,
white
man,
controller
I've been
was
being kind of
winning
buffing
earlier.
the stuff, buffing the stuff.
Why
I've been,
controller lost its motor?
you know, the one that's hooked up by cord, really cords, man.
What about I record it for you? How's that?
Oh, so then it'll definitely not work.
No,
But you
it'll
know
work,
what?
it'll
Even
work.
with your, like I said, even with your janky controller, if you by chance, if the every dog has his day, the big dog has too. If you happen to win, even though you won't, what's the bet?
Let's see. If I win, how about you take us all out for pizza?
Whatever, whatever.
Okay.
It ain't gonna happen. Whatever,
you do know
man.
if I also win, that
I'm
means
just
I
saying,
won all three games.
and your little heckling gallery back here can feed me grapes while I'm
what are
getting
the
my back
odds
rubbed.
I'm on your team. Like, I think that you actually have a chance here. Like, I think
What are the odds of me winning all three games?
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
why
Odds are low.
grapes, fan, maybe more grapes, and
I'll be like your personal assistant.
you can
Make sure
kind of
that
sing.
they're doing
Thank you.
stuff. Yeah.
You are the whip.
Yeah.
You on the whip if they don't do right. You on the shoulders. Bring the game up. Bring the
Let's
game
go.
up. All right. So the bet has been made. You're prepared.
Yeah, hit
You
okay.
got- you got your-
You gotta accept your defeat.
Oh, in
Continue
that
on.
case, why would I accept something that's not going to happen? And
Wow.
I
Yeah,
keep
like
pushing the
wow.
button, but it obviously now my button ain't even working. I can't even get to the.
Okay, there you go. There you
Woo.
go. Now I was saving. We unlocked a lot. You guys unlocked a lot. Congratulations. Look at
Such a
that.
good job, guys.
Yeah.
Look at you! Oh my goodness! Get off your knees! Oh,
Sick versus.
this dude here, man.
Boop. Select.
Don't beat him too bad.
Do you wanna? Okay, select.
And on the off chance that you do win, how big grapes did you want?
Oh,
They need to be unseated and a decent size.
and peeled.
Actually,
Don't you give me an unpeeled grape.
Not even yet.
Do not give me an unpeeled grape.
I want
The peels are
Unpeeled ones in there.
and then just like 6 other pieces.
Oh, where are we going?
Stuffed crust. Stuffed crust.
Who to beat you? Let's see this right here. Great balance. Lots of different moves. Then there's Ken, has that sick uppercut. But I think a lesson needs to be learned.
Oh, this is already.
Wow, look at all the alternates we got.
You can walk away. Walk away with your dignity. You ever heard of a no-win? This is the Kobayashi Maru.
Thank you for your vote of confidence.
Just-
You are no longer allowed to even feed me grapes. You are on toe duty. Jesus.
Just to let you know, this is my least played character. Okay? Least played. And it's on my favorite level.
I'd rather go back to the grave.
Ken versus you. You're my buddy. You're Ken. You were supposed to prevent this from happening.
I will never be your buddy.
Yes.
Our buddy if you buy pizza.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
Fear his
He
Super
has a hole
Saiyan
in his
hair.
chest. He has a hole in his chest.
It's a hole in his heart.
They have operations for that.
What?
Well,
But that's not where the part is.
Just think they could like, operation to settle this, man.
Well, yeah, that's like no protection.
There's an eclipse going on in the background too. It's all bad. It becomes real. I think there might be a chance.
Oh!
No, don't rub!
Oh.
Yeah!
Man.
want pizza.
No!
go! Yes, yes.
So awesome.
Are you failing us? Rotate!
Rotate harder.
You know, it's being kicked on purpose.
I know, right? It's terrible. Yeah. I think he's trying to give us a show.
Finally, The Rock has come back to Battle Creek.
Maybe the remote is better this time.
Yeah, so,
Look at
Sorry.
the pose.
is that the same controller from before?
I actually think so.
I think you got a mojo back. It's terrible.
There's no mojo.
There is
If
mojo.
he wins, we're out pizza.
Oh,
It's
no.
terrible. No.
Oh!
Where did he get so good at from? Where was he hiding this?
Like, I think the remote is
I think you guys are just making excuses.
There it is!
Oh.
No, that's
Feel
what
this.
you want. Yes, you want that. You want that.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I want you to
You-
know that was an ultra
you-
finish.
You earn that. You earn that. I'm gonna give it to you when you get it.
I
You
don't
got
think
it.
that's going back.
That's all right. That's all right. You got a little sweat on the brow, man. You might want to wipe that off. I know. Ooh, that hurts.
I want some cold water.
We both have similar moveset. Let's see it. I want pizza. I want to see. I want to see nothing but pizza.
Okay, can we pause and what sounds like a move list?
That won't help.
You were doing pretty good. And then something happened.
Are you ready for this?
The remote is exciting.
Oh, so bad. And he
Oh, you
blocked.
blocked. Oh, you blocked.
I don't even know how you would block that.
No. What?
What? Give me mine! Oh! What? Give me mine! Where am I at? Where am I at?
It's a double kill.
Go!
I need to kick you in the face.
Thank you
So
for
much
watching
really
Delve
needs to do.
Delve into the Void. I'm getting my grub on. I'm getting my rub on, and you on toes, baby. You on toes.
Wow, double KO. That wasn't a double KO.
It's impossible.
You saw that.
We both have similar moveset. Let's see it. I want pizza. I want to see nothing. I want to see nothing but pizza.
Okay, can we pause and what sounds like a move list?
That won't help.
You were doing pretty good. And then something happened.
Are you ready for this?
The remote is exciting.
Oh, so bad. And he
Oh,
blocked.
you blocked. Oh, you blocked.
I don't even know how you would block that.
No. What?
What? Give me mine! Look at that! Where am I at?
That doesn't even make any sense.
Double kill.
I need to kick you.
So it's been a wonderful episode. I'm happy with the way the episode kind of went out. This whole Delve in the Void thing, I think it's one of the greatest shows ever.
Yeah, we lots of fun. We had some friends here too, and looks
Seems like we should do more of this though. It
Yes.
seems like there's got to be a way that we as a community can have more fun where people can watch me being the greatest of all time.
Or
Thanks for watching Delve in the Void. We'll see you guys next week.
Yep.
Or next time. Or somewhere later.
bye.
Check them out on Facebook. Delve into the void.
YouTube.
With high definition videos.